I feel like these guys have been around. They know how to approach this thing, and come with it should help us keep our poise a little bit, I think. But what really matters is what happens on the field on Sunday. Regardless of how much experience we have in the past, Sunday is going to be the key to the game.
Julius, how is the way you prepared this year, getting a lot of rest during the week, helped you be fresh and ready at this point in the season?
I just get rest. I rest up during the week. Try to get as healthy as I can to go out on Sunday and play.
Have you enjoyed this season, and how will it affect your thinking about playing beyond this year?
It'll be a time to think about that. It'll be a period of reflection at some point. Right now, the focus is on the game this Sunday. I'm not really looking past this week as far as future plans.
Have you ever, though, allowed yourself to think about what it would be like to ride out with the championship?
Nah, I don't allow myself to think about that. I'm thinking about the game this weekend, and that's where all my focus is at.
What do you think you guys need to do differently this time around against those guys?
We need to play our game and not hurt ourselves. That's pretty much it.
How good of a homecoming has this been for them? Has it been everything you hoped it would be?
It's been good so far.
Can you expand on that?
It's been good so far.
What have you most enjoyed about it?
Really just the locker room. I enjoyed a lot of it, but again, the focus is on the game this week. It's not time for a reflection right now. We'll get to that at some point, but right now we're getting ready to play the game this weekend.
Julius, you were around back in 2003 where you guys had to win some games on the road and get for in the Super Bowl. I mean, is there anything you can help guys with that, and how that works, and what you guys got to do to rally?
Not really. Everybody has to grow at their own rate. Everybody has to experience these things for themselves. So, experience is always the best teacher. Like I said, we have a lot of guys that's been there before in these situations, so hopefully we can draw on that a little bit. But again, it's going to come down to the preparation and not anything that's happened to us in the past. It's going to be about what we do this weekend.
What have you seen?
Yeah.
What have you seen from Alvin Kamara, and what makes him so special as a player?
Dual threat, really dynamic player with the ball in his hands out in the open field, in space, hard to tackle. So that's a point of emphasis this week for us to make sound tackles. So that's what makes him hard to defend. His ability to make people miss in the open field.
We got time for a couple more. How annoying is Drew Brees?
I'm sorry.
He gets it out like it. As a pass rusher, how frustrating is it when you think all of a sudden?
It's not frustrating at all. It's actually fun to play against these guys that do what they do so well. The Drew Breeses and the Bradys and the Rodgers of the world. It's a challenge to us to play against those guys because we know we had to bring our best. So, yeah, it's fun. It's not frustrating.
You said earlier in the year when you guys are holding teams to 3 points regularly, this is the best defense you thought you'd ever played on. Do you still believe it?
Yeah.
You don't think that your stats aren't quite as impressive as they've been?
Well, the stats are only an indicator. It tells you where to look. It doesn't necessarily tell the whole story. But I feel like it is the best, and we'll continue to prove that.
Does it feel like a championship caliber defense?
Yeah.
Pep, Coach Brooks always talks about this defense starting with you guys up front and really setting the table for everything.
Yeah.
Is that especially the case this week against the Saints with what they do running the football and trying to stop that?
Yeah, it's always the case. The main priority always is to stop the run first and foremost, and then after that we get them into those one-dimensional situations where we can rush the passer. So it is going to start up front, and up front we accept that challenge.
Let's get one more. Julius,
You guys are chasing Brees. But what is the challenge of facing Brees?
What's the challenge? Just the challenge every week, just to try to affect these guys that throw on rhythm. They have great timing. They have a great scheme. So, the challenge is to play our game, execute our defense, and not hurt ourselves with penalties and mistakes.